The thing that right now sticks out are hot zone, treatment, makeup. I like when we all do that together. The seven deadly sins, I have to think about how they fit in and how it makes sense. I'm almost wondering if the seven deadly sins, like in a perfect world, we'd learn each other's seven deadly sins.
With this particular work and calling it an opera, I'm just also bringing up the title that Schoenberg used for the original Pure Lunaire, which is it's called a cabaret opera, a melodrama. And that's really that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing a cabaret melodrama and opera. That's essentially it. The initial inspiration was Monsters show Cabaret Cataplexy at the Slipper Room. This was in 2009 sometime. I saw the work that he was doing there, and I just liked the whole exotic, this kind of very surrealistic performance element of the work, rather than doing the original work as Arnold Schoenberg wrote. I decided to reimagine it in a certain way, specifically musically, and then we started to work together, and then a reimagining of the text and the content of the work started to come about.
I am taking a lot of material from conversations that I'm having with Major and going back and taking words, ideas, stereotypes, putting them into physical form. In terms of the choreography, though, it's been interesting getting to where we are now in this particular stage in terms of development, because as I was building the phrase, I started off building them incorporating a classical form, because I was first trained in ballet, and I've also had jazz and of course modern. And what I'm realizing now is that although when I developed those phrases and I taught the class the phrases and incorporated the classical form and terminology, now I'm breaking it down so that it like basically smooths all those edges over and turns it into something much deeper and more funky, and at the same time finding places to incorporate the black male stereotypes within that material.
And along the same lines with what Monster said, is there this other element of interviews that are taking place. Me interviewing, first of all, Monster, and then secondly, interviewing a friend about what does it mean to be a black man in America with Barack Obama as the president.
The way that I've chosen to choreograph this particular opera is the idea of bringing the audience into what will feel probably more like an installation, because I'm interested in giving them an experience and putting them inside of the experience instead of showing them something on a traditional stage. I like the idea that the audience is in the middle of it and they experience it that way.
We try to eliminate that fourth wall, that performance fourth wall, where the audience is kind of brought into the work. And that's one of the reasons why I decided that, not just because house music, techno music, club music is something that I know about, but I wanted something that would engage the audience rather than doing something that would be, stereotypical of an opera.
I would love for this to really, provoke more dialogue.
Yes.
So that there starts to be more conversation about what is the root of this whole black male experience, because ultimately it's affecting everyone else's experience as well. Like, it's the negative. And I mean, if we can talk more about the negative, then maybe there'll be more positive to come out of it.